What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Ben gaming video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. Now, today we're taking a look at Sword of the Sea on PlayStation 5 Pro. We'll obviously do base PS5 later because this game actually is patched for PlayStation 5 Pro. But before we get into this, please consider liking and subscribing if you do enjoy these videos showcasing these games and what they actually look like on these two bits of hardware. So we're over here in Sword of the Sea. Now, I'm just going to briefly show you that this absolutely is PS5 Pro enhanced, as it says. Now, at the time of me recording this video, I don't know all the technical details. I can't pixel count myself, so I'll leave that to the experts, but these are more videos showing off what the game looks like, which is incredibly nice and detailed. Now, I have no idea what the controls are, but it's going to teach me. I'm excited to dive into this one, so you can hold it and press to jump. Air jump, tap while airborne. Well, I did that right. That was good. Okay. You guys get to watch me fail miserably. Nice, there we go. It feels really good, I gotta say, in terms of like actually how the game plays. It feels nice, it's smooth. It is 60 frames. There's no like 120 hertz option here. And just to show you the settings briefly, there is literally nothing in terms of actual settings, quality or performance mode or anything like that. It's kind of a shame because I figured a game like this could very easily run at 120 frames on like a PS5 Pro, but it feels really good, it's very smooth, and it looks absolutely stunning. And the physics of like the sand on all this stuff, not the necessarily physics, but the way the sand moves is really cool. But I've removed my face cam because some people were telling me they just want to see full screen sort of gameplay rather than necessarily have my face like over it. So I have done that. So let me know if that's better or worse, or if you prefer it with my face cam there. Just let me know in the comments down below, because I've had a few comments saying to remove it. And yeah, I thought I would give that a go. But this game, it looks absolutely stunning. Visually, it's just gorgeous. Like, this on a really nice HDR display is very, very good to play. So feels good. No frame drops at all so far. Feels high res. I imagine this is probably like native 4K or something, to be honest. Look at that. It's absolutely stunning. Yeah, I believe this would be something like native 4K or upscaled to 4K. It looks very high res and sharp, so definitely pleased with that. Obviously, we'll see the results come out once people get their hands on it and pixel count and, you know, stuff. But in terms of performance wise, running really, really well. Zero issues in terms of stutter or any sort of compilation stutter. I'm excited to also just see what type of a game this is. I know it's by the makers of Abzu, I believe, which I never actually played, so I do. That's another one I should probably dive into. Oh, you can actually spam the trick button multiple times. That's cool. But yeah, I think it's just like literally an open world game that you can just go explore. And I have no idea where I'm supposed to go next, but I think that's kind of the point. So can we just go off there? No, we don't want to do that. Can we go around the side though? Yeah. So we can just like work our way. It's kind of like a platformer, an open world platformer that you can just go explore. And we've unlocked a chest. Let's see what we get. 20 of those things that I'm going to pretend I know exactly what they are. So I think we can go. Can we go down here? Yeah, we can. We can just, I guess you just go explore and do what you like. But yeah, I mean, there's not a ton for me to say in this one. There's only one mode, so not a ton of stuff to look at compared to, you know, like Hellblade that we had last week. If you haven't watched those videos, those games are very well enhanced, by the way. And I gotta say, I'm very pleased with that enhancement that we did get. I think I need to go up into the center here. Can you just stop? Or yeah, you can. So can I jump from standing still? Yes. Okay. So we can get up. Maybe we can even get up some rocks like this to get up there. I don't really know. Can we just go up, actually? I wondered if it would just like surf up the wall or something. Yeah, no, we can't get up these rocks. All right, we'll go around the side. Let's go back around. There's also lots of like of these flags with things like, they look like almost checkpoints where you can do some sort of task here. Oh, that's definitely a thing that needs to be done. Boom. Okay. We did a thing. There we go. We're progressing. And that's what I kind of like about this style of game, is they don't really tell you what you're supposed to do. They give you the basic controls, and then you go from there, and you go explore, and you go venture out and do your thing. All right. The sea remembers. Rock stands and water flows. So it ever must be. And as it is crushing to rock, Am I reading this like an idiot? And as it is crushing to rock to make it flow and rush. So it is cruel, the water to hold. Sorry, guys, I am having some sort of issue today. The sea yearns to run, to dance, to follow the tides of the moon, but Tornamun held it fast, binding its vibrancy behind walls. See, I can read. The sea still churns inside those seeds, restlessly beating against its bounds. Rock has squeezed its life still and stagnant, but the sea remembers. Interesting. I've no idea what that means. That seems like a jumble of words when I'm like reading it, but it's okay. But you know what? It's so smooth that it's not obviously 120 FPS, but it just does feel like a higher frame rate than just 60. I've got to say, like it feels higher, but it's obviously not. Right, let's go up here and see if there's like something to do with this sort of thing. There's a thing that we can do. Let's press that. And there we go. We have done something. Oh, that's not what I expected. So that's interesting. Looks absolutely stunning, by the way, guys. Like, oh, is that like a callback to Abzu, which is obviously all the fish stuff? Maybe if I'd actually played that game, I would appreciate this even more than I do graphically, because it's probably like, this is probably a play on the last game, right? Where maybe we were literally under here before, and you literally saw maybe this world is... we were underneath in the last game. I don't know, maybe I'm sounding like an idiot, but yeah, I'm sure people will tell me that in the comments below, to be honest. So, oh, and my DualSense battery is running out. Isn't that just fitting for a PlayStation video? I mean, it's just the DualSense battery. It's always running out. I don't think there's a time where I haven't had a gaming session without having to plug the DualSense in. It's terrible. The battery life on that controller is awful, but this is not a DualSense complaining video. This is a testing video just to see what we can expect. But visually, it's just stunning, and I love these types of art styles that we get from these games. They just look brilliant, and it's nice we're seeing so many different like creative visions now. What's that going to do? It's going to collect those, lower the water so we can go down there. Awesome. I'm assuming we can do like a half pipe thing here where we can get up higher. Yes, we can. Boom. And maybe if we hold down X, we can do a double jump. Yes, there we go. We just go back down and grab these. I already see myself desperately wanting to play this game. There we go. Look at that. The movement mechanics are really nice. Like, they feel good. Let's interact with this guy. And 50. And I'm assuming this potentially just unlocks the next area or something like that. Would be great. He nearly hit me with that. Oh, we can do tricks. Hold L1 in the air to press X. Okay. Interesting. So we've got an upgrade. Oh, it is going to unlock the new area. Okay, I was right. It's not just an upgrade guy. Guys, I am so much more interested in this game now. I mean, I'm pressing L1 and then... I mean... I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. Was that a trick? Do I do a thing? Options, controller, trick mode L1, boost is R2. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm doing the tricks, right? Like, when we go up the hill here, and we definitely are doing something, so... Yeah, we're doing tricks, because if I go do nothing here, he just literally holds the board underneath him, basically. So that's a trick. Nice. Okay, we're doing it. Perfect. All right, well, I think we'll end the video there. There's not much more to say. This game is stunning visually. It looks really sharp and detailed. I gotta say, it's an impressive looking game. It would have been nice to have... like a 120 frames per second mode on a PlayStation 5 Pro. Like, I think that should just be expected on a game that's like looks like this. I know I'm saying it looks really good, but at the same time, it is a very easy game to run. If you had a 4070 on a PC, for example, which people in the past have said is an equivalent GPU, if you had a 4070 on a PC, you would be able to run this far above the frame rate that you're seeing here. So it would have been nice to have that as an option, at least in my opinion. That's always something I would advocate for. So yeah. Oh wow, jellyfish. Nice. Okay, that just literally gets us up to here. All right, guys. Well, I think we'll end the video there. To be honest, I think that's kind of enough. I'm really excited to dive into this one. I think it's a really interesting type of game with great mechanics, great movement, and is exactly my style of game. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Graphically looks great, runs well. Would have been nice to have a 120 FPS mode, but there's some gameplay there for you to look at in terms of whether you should buy it or pick it up. It is on PlayStation Plus, so that is definitely a reason to go pick this up. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye-bye for now.